Oh, and a problem.
Oh, my gosh!
That was a very hard impact there as they're heading up into the left. Okay.
Oh, full course caution. Huge impact between the 99, the Daytona prototype, and the 62,
Memo
the
Gidley
GTLM Ferrari. Memo Gidley behind the wheel.
Well, this is something that I said again about the... Oh, my word, that is a big, big incident here at Silverstone. I think that's Kuyala. Oh, and he's just misjudged from behind the speed of Fuminelli as he comes through the right-hander of Beckett's, and then they've tangled, and such is the way they've tangled that actually the forward rotation of...
Into that car. Oh, Kirschbacher really sideways. He's in. Oh, he's over. He's in the barrier over. 2, 3 times over. Wheels off everywhere. Oh.
You can see here as he's turning to the right, there's just no rear grip there, and the car's gone into the wall and up and over.
Super unlucky, Andrew. If the tyre had let go anywhere else, you know, he'd have got away with it. But leaning on it hard on the tarmac, and in he goes. I really hope he's okay.
And now they've got to come all back together again.
Oh.
Jason Bright over and up and into the wall. Oh.
That started with Slade down the inside.
Okay.
We'll try to come in together, so it's Tim Slade leans on the Holden Racing Team car, which just sends Team BOC Commodore flipping into the air. This was what happened. They all fanned out and then they all came back in, and it was never going to work. Van Gisbergen and Kelly get through, and then watch car 47 just pushes across, and it doesn't take much for Garth Tander just to lean on the front left-hand side of Jason Bright.
It's that secondary impact that's the worry there with the wall, and it got right up on the top of the debris fence.
This is Lee Holdsworth's view. Oh, that was the big crunch that he... Okay, so he got hit by Scott Pye and a few others.
The contact actually started with the 2 Red Bull cars. They actually made contact on the way in there also. There's Slade down the inside. He makes contact with Tander. Tander makes contact with Bright. Totally out on the slide. Full opposite lock, so he's trying to steer it down. So Jason's trying to make sure it doesn't turn onto its roof. It then catches the curb, and the curb then trips it over. So as it gets to that point there, it was always going to turn over.
Yeah. Must have picked up the front right wheel of Tander's car in order to be able to do that launch, and Tander's in the pit lane and has been there for a while now as well, so it'd be pretty fair old damage on that. It's this next whack with the wall. All this stuff looks spectacular, but at that stage, you know, it's not a crazy amount of damage. It's this next one where it hits the concrete wall. It is tyre protected and then gets into the debris fence, where they're going to have a big nightmare trying to resolve getting this car back in shape.
Well, fortunately, where the massive load has actually taken place in terms of the final part of the crash, Neil, it was actually against the tyres there. That's taken some load away from that.
And that's a tonne and a half. Yeah. It's a tonne and a half in the air there.
It's just been tossed around like a toy car.
I'm in the gap.
Once, but you can't just keep weaving across the race.
Oh, no! Big crash!
It's a massive accident.
Goodness me! Oh, it's gone over the fence.
And it's on fire as well.
Race car, and Brendan Tucker, check this out for a roll that gains momentum. Bang, can you count that? Actually, no, these blokes up here can't count to that sort of number.
9.5.
That was a lot. This is extraordinary. Now, the good news is that Brendan got out of the car all okay. Mind you, he couldn't figure out which way north was, but otherwise fine. That's amazing, and a testament to the strength of the cars.
Oh, he got on the grass on the way in. Complete driver error on the grass on the way in, and a tank slapper into the barriers. Huge accident. Tack, let's see it from a different angle.
What happened there, mate?
In practice.
practice yesterday. Everything went wrong for Jim Norman down in turn 1. Took that Cayman off into the gravel trap, rolled it over.
Zusammengeführt haben und letztlich war Martin Gatz, derjenige, der Dortmunder von JBA Motorsport and Engineering, der also da der allerleidtragendste war. Allerdings muss man sagen, die Sicherheitsvorkehrungen der Fahrzeuge, die sind natürlich extrem hoch, von Anfang an so gesetzt worden. Und insofern ist bei der Formel ADAC, powered by Volkswagen, genau dieser Standard hier eigentlich wieder mal sehr zum Tragen gekommen. Das muss man ganz klar so sehen.
Dramatic happened in GP3. This is Konstantin Tarashenko. Look at that, Anthony. My goodness.
Brings back memories for me at Le Mans in 2 years ago.
Wow.
But you see what happened there? It was the sausage curb on the inside of turn 18 that actually launched the car. And the FIA, Charlie Whiting in particular, be very concerned by that because that could easily be a Formula One in that situation. And obviously travelling at much higher speed. So glad to see him get out of the car and that he's in one piece. But wow. That
7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my... Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Tveter had spun, Piquet is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight away. Red flag shown, and Ryan Tveter was the catalyst for all of that because he had spun. But for a position is Nico Curry. I'll explain why in a moment. Now this is Tveter, it was the Verth corner, I was right. He goes through the gravel, he's back on the track, and Peter Lee is just unsighted, straight into the back. Corkscrews in the air. Piquet very nearly goes over as well as he had a car knocked into his path. That is a monster. That's a huge, huge coming together, isn't it?
And as you say, it was dust, wasn't it?
Straight for the first time. Rabat clearing off. Oh, it was a big crash at the back. It's Axel Pons who goes down, bike in the middle of the track. Oh, and that's Mike DiMeglio, not Mike DiMeglio, who's replaced him. Oh, my goodness. This is going to be...
Back, you'll see it take part at any moment. That was
Pons, I'll tell you what, Cortese, Gino Rio was lucky to miss it, definitely. And it is Imamuddin who... hit the bike straight away, and at the back, Iturias. The bikes were going down.
Jason Plato and Sam Tordoff, who was 18th, and there's more drama. There's an MG off. Big accident. Over goes the MG in the background. Look, McNeil was off. It's roughly the same place. Jason hits the barrier. Up it goes. Bounces. Rolls right the way over. And that was
that extra push.
Oh dear, that's nasty. Sergio Perez.
But the wheel is angle.
And it's almost like he's hit a rut or something. Look, yeah, look how the right wheel there was actually off the ground a little bit and then isn't moving.
And that's what I looked for. And the car's in a completely straight. It's happening here. Hands off the wheel at the first.